Norm. How you doing? How you doing? Good to see you.
I should warn you.
No, don't warn me. Just like,
I'm gonna
help
warn
me
you.
now. Help me feel. What was that? Don't move. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm Kurt Cranston.
Yeah?
Yeah, I thought I should warn you. This is Kurt Cranston. This is Cruz Castillo.
Yeah, I guessed as much.
Oh, you must be the gentleman who. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, listen, it was nice to meet you, and thanks for lugging her suitcase all the way in here, man. Aloha.
Well, thank you.
I didn't mean aloha. Hello. I meant aloha goodbye. Yeah. Catch you later.
That was terrible,
Yeah, I
you know.
know it was. You know, I'm probably gonna feel guilty about it for minutes. And where were we?
Poor Kurt. You were very rude to him.
Oh, was I?
A bit anxious. In Hawaii, he was very much of a help.
Oh, I'll bet he was.
Don't you want to hear all about the merger plans and all the people I met?
No, you just try to
Pictures
talk
of their
about.
kids.
Try to talk about that.
And-
Just try to talk about the pictures of their kids. So where'd you get that cute little mouth anyway?
I don't know.
You don't seem like you were gone a month.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Well, maybe I should go away more often and make you appreciate me more.
Is the lady unsatisfied?
No.
What's wrong, baby?
You know, I was going to go see Daddy before I came here.
Well, I'm glad you came here.
You saw him yesterday. How is he doing?
He seemed the same.
Not any better?
Just the same. His color was all right, and he was breathing peacefully. I really couldn't see any change at all, but I'm not a doctor.
What did the nurse say?
She said he was all right. I gave him your message. If he understood it, I'm sure it made him happy.
I want to go home. I want to go see him. Okay.
Okay. We can get dressed and we'll take you over there.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. You know, I've been scaring myself a lot lately. Getting so involved in my work that I'm almost obsessive about it.
That's how tycoons get to be tycoons, baby.
Yeah. There's definitely something seductive about it. It sort of pulls you in. It's been especially intense for me since Daddy had a stroke.
Are you worried about it?
Yes? I don't want to feel like I don't have a private life.
You know what I think?
What?
Well, this may not make any sense to you, but I think that you think that the harder you work, the better chance your father has of living. As if his life were somehow connected to the business, and the better one of them does, the better the other's gonna do.
Well, I do want to make it really wonderful for him when he comes back.
I bet. You see, one time, a long time ago, when my mama was real sick, we thought we might lose her, you know? And I started studying like crazy. I'm gonna hit the books like a demon. I wanted to prove to her that I could get those straight A's that she always said I could get, you know? And if she did die, I wanted to make sure she didn't die disappointed in me.
That sounds like you.
Oh, I passed. I'll tell you, when she recovered, I started dogging it again.
Oh, I don't believe that. Your mother always told me what good grades you get.
Really, how tacky. Would she take out my report cards and start parading them around? Anyway, that's my theory.
Like, you know this obsession? Will you protect me from it?
You mean protect you from yourself?
I just want you to be there for me. And when I start to do something stupid, will you straighten me out?
Anytime, day or night. We call this the famous We Never Close floating clinic of Cruz Castillo. Constant counseling on the water. Deep seacology. Where those who flounder come to wave their worries goodbye.
It is an absolute good thing that you don't earn your living making puns.
Well, come on, I thought those were pretty good, you know? Don't I get some points for quick?
No,
Those
you
were
don't get any points. Quick?
And what, pray tell, is this?
That is the Allay that Kirk bought me at the airport.
Oh. I gotta tell you something, you know, I hated it. A lot. When I called you in Hawaii and a strange man's voice answered the phone and told me you were in the shower, I got on my back, you know. I was very close to taking a plane over there and making an issue of it.
I know. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you trusted me enough to not come. Kirk was there. He was helpful. He did his job. I mean, I'm not even sure I'm going to hire him yet.
I know, I was being stupid.
Here. Aloha.
Which aloha is this? Is this goodbye or hello?
This is the aloha that says I love you. A lot.
Hi, Aiden.
How is he?
Well, I think at this point you should probably speak with the doctors.
What are they going to tell me?
They'll tell you that his life signs are simply declining.
Oh, Cruz.
Take it easy, darling, take it easy.
Just the machines that are keeping him alive. Could you excuse us for a moment? I'll let you know when we're done. I can't stand to see him so dependent on those things. Living every day, sleeping year after year.
I know.
I feel like he's slipping away from me. Everything I'm doing is so futile. I mean, the merger plans and all of that, he's trying to fight for his life, and he has no worry about business or...
As long as he's alive, there is hope for him, darling.
It's not what the doctors say. It's not what the nurse just said right now. This was what he was most afraid of. To be kept alive involuntarily without really being alive at all. Some horrible imitation of life.
Listen, you want to get out of here for a little while? You want to take a walk or
No,
something?
I don't want to take a walk. He made me promise him not to let him live in any pain, and that's exactly what's happening.
Darling, you have no way of knowing he's in pain.
If he has any consciousness at all, he would have to be. If not, then he's simply being kept alive by machines. He didn't want to be a burden to any of us. I couldn't do it.
No, Eden, you couldn't.
I tried so hard to do all of his wishes, to do all of the scheduling, the merger, and keeping Mason out of the business, fighting every single one of his battles for him. And now this? I couldn't. I can't kill him. He doesn't want to be on these machines. If I take him off these machines, he made me promise.
Listen to me. What you're considering is illegal, and a lot of people would call it immoral as well. I don't want you to think about it anymore, you hear me?
I think about it all the time.
There is always hope for a miracle. It doesn't even have to be a miracle. It could just be something that would happen in the normal course of his days. He might just come out of it on his own. That's something we have to pray for. And pray hard.
Kirk, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm sorry to stop by without calling.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Eden, I've been keeping something from you and I can't anymore.
Okay.
Well, you see, when I first came out here, I didn't know if I was going to like it. I mean, like working for Capwell Industries.
Working for me.
Well, yes. But I do. And I respect you. And I've got something to tell you, and I've decided I better tell you myself before you find out about it some other way.
What's it?
Well, I wasn't totally truthful with you about my name.
What's Cranston, a stage name?
Please. No, but my full name should be Kirk Cranston Lee.
Great. Any relation to General Robert E.?
No, but I am related to Jack Stanfield Lee, and I believe that he is a distant relative of the general's.
You're related to Jack? In what way?
By birth. I'm his son.
You're Jack's son and you didn't tell me? I don't believe it. That still does not explain to me why you didn't tell me who you were. You had plenty of opportunities. I don't like deliberate deceptions,
Okay,
Kurt.
okay, I understand. I just wanted to get this job at Capwell Enterprises based on my own merits, without having to use my dad's connections. Can you understand that? But I'm realizing that maybe those are my only hope. You know, the fact is, you haven't been too anxious to hire me based on my own abilities.
Look, I was very impressed with the way you conducted yourself. I just don't know you. I don't know if you are properly qualified to do the job that needs to be done, that's all.
Well, I am, though. I am qualified to handle anything you throw at me.
I must say, you do have your father's self-confidence. Would you like to come in and sit down?
No, really, I've got to be going. I was hoping I could talk you into a lasting commitment in a very few minutes. But...
I'm not that impulsive. But I'll tell you what, I will think about it and get back to you.
All right.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, have there been any calls from Macon?
Oh, not that I know of. This is Kirk.
Cranston.
Cranston, this is my brother Ted.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Maybe you could ask Gina about the calls.
Yeah, any calls from Macon?
Sorry, Ted, I haven't heard a thing.
Okay, well, excuse me.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Okay.
Hello?
This is my father's third wife, Gina. This is Kirk Cranston.
No, it's a great pleasure.
Thank you.
Can we do something for you, Gina?
Oh, no, I don't want to interrupt. I hope we see a lot more of you around here.
Well, thank you. I hope so, too.
Bye.
Shouldn't be too nice to her. She'll misinterpret it.
I'll remember next time. Yeah, well, I'll be taking off. Look, I just want you to think about what I said.
Well, look, you threw me kind of a curveball, but I will think about it.
Okay, so play ball with me. That's all I wanted to hear.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Cruz,
Yeah, Gene.
were you upstairs with Cece? Is everything all right?
Yes, I was upstairs, and everything's all right as far as I can tell.
Well, I've been avoiding that room. The shades are drawn, all those machines. Oh, are you and Eden having dinner here tonight?
We don't have any definite plans.
Well, of course you could have dinner here. It would be a lot of extra work for Rosa, but I could ask her. But in the future, it would be better if you would give me some notice.
We will not be eating dinner here tonight, Gina.
Oh, all right. Ted, will you have dinner here tonight?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, good. I'll have some company.
Ted, can I, talk to you for a minute, please? In private? I want to talk to you about Daddy's condition.
Could I be included? I'd be honored.
Look, I had a long visit with Daddy, and I talked to the nurse. And I think there's something that you should know about him. A request he made.
Eden, I'm not sure this is the
I
time.
think it is the time to discuss it. He wanted it, and he was very determined about it. And I think that we may have a decision on our hands.
Decision about what?
This is very hard for me to say.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't say it. I mean, there's enough unpleasantness in this house.
He said that if it got to this point where he was being kept alive by the machines, that he'd be allowed to die. And I wanted to know how you felt about that. Daddy begged me to let him die in peace and naturally.
That doesn't sound like Dad to me.
Well, it's true. I guess he just didn't want to be a burden on us anymore.
Eden, how can he be a burden on us? I mean, it's not as if we can't afford to have him taken care
I don't
of.
mean financially, I mean an emotional burden.
Why are you telling us this now? I mean, he's been on those machines for quite a while. Why didn't you tell us sooner?
Because I didn't want to face the situation, Gina. Because I didn't want to think that maybe he wouldn't get better. But when I went up and I saw him and I had to look at him, he is being kept alive by machines. Now, as a family, I think we should consider the option of taking him off the machines only because that's what Daddy wanted.
But don't you think Kelly has a right to be involved with this?
Of course Kelly has a right, but she's not here right now. That's why I wanted to talk to you.
Well, I think it makes sense. We don't have a right to keep a person alive if they can't be the person they want to be. I mean, Cece would hate to be helpless and have to rely on everybody else. He wasn't that kind of man. Now, I think if he could talk, he would beg us to end his suffering. What do you think, Ted?
Are you just saying we should pull the plug and let him die?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Look, you didn't listen to him. He meant it. It was as if it were a final request. Now, I could never do anything like that. I don't feel like I have the right.
But nobody does. I think this whole idea is a terrible one. Don't you think so, Cruz?
I don't feel like discussing it right now, Ted.
Look, I think it's a reality we have to consider. I don't know what the answer is, but I think that we all should be in agreement. I'm scared. I'm real scared, and I don't want him to die. But I think we need to think about what should be done. You were real quiet at the house tonight. Why?
I just thought it was better at the time if I didn't get involved in it.
But you are going to be involved in it. When we get married, you're going to become a part of my family and a part of all of our problems.
I just didn't want to fight about that particular issue, that's all.
Fight about what? Daddy's condition?
That's right.
What would we fight about?
Eden, I don't believe in euthanasia, mercy killing, call it what you will. I don't think a person has the right to decide whether or not somebody else dies.
Look, I don't want to start a moral argument. This is not something I advocate for people. This is my father.
I know, but it is a moral issue, isn't it? And personalizing it doesn't change that. Now, if a human being has the means to keep another human being alive, he must employ those means. Under any circumstances, life is life, and nobody living is above it.
So what you're saying is you don't think a man has a right to choose his own destiny?
His own destiny, certainly, but not the destiny of somebody else.
But Daddy said that if it got to this point that he wanted to die.
I know he said that, but he was depressed. I mean, don't you wonder if he would still mean that? Maybe he's been hearing all the stuff that's been going down around him. What if now he wants desperately to stay alive, but he can't tell us? I mean, God knows the man has a lot to live for. I mean, he could sweep away so much trouble just by waking up.
I'm so confused.
I know, and I don't think you should be trying to make a decision like this when you are confused. My point is there's no way you can know what's in your father's mind right now. And without knowing, you don't dare take his life in your hands.
I'm so tired.
I know.
All I want to do is what Daddy wanted. It's all I've ever wanted.
I know, baby, I know. I realize how incredibly hard this must be for you. I wish there were some way I could make it easier.